Hello, this is your boy Miguel from the Mobile Mechanic 757. Just to give you a few scenarios and a few tips. It does not and will not fix every single solitary issue you have, but it will give you a general idea where to start looking at. Supposedly you get in your car, you're having a great day or night. You hop in your car, you hit the key, nothing happens. When I mean nothing, your starter's not doing nothing. No crank, no start. In that particular scenario, if you can get somebody in front of your car or yourself and somebody can crank the car, turn on the headlights. And if you're cranking that car and your lights are dimming down, you have a weak battery. Or if you crank it and nothing happens, remember, inside the car, just because you're getting your radio and stuff on, that is 5 volts. That's all it needs, is 5 volts to do that. If you crank your car, you need a minimum of 9 volts, and you need a battery with 12.5 volts in it, a minimum. When you're cranking the car, you are actually creating a load. When you're cranking the car, you're putting weight on your back, trying to walk, and when you release it, you let it go. So you're putting a load on the battery and you're drawing it down. Just like the weight on your back, you're not going to be able to go as fast. And then once you release it, take the backpack off, whatever it is, you can take off. Another scenario, check there's main fuses near the battery. When you have absolutely no power in the car whatsoever and you know that battery is brand new or good, there's going to be a main fuse somewhere that's going to say battery. To know it's broken, look at my finger. If I break my finger, that's what the fuse is going to look like. It's going to be broken in the middle right there versus coming up and being one finger. Good, bad. It's broken. You can see right through it. Now you cannot see right through it. Also, if you are cranking your car and now you hear a click, it's either going to be your starter or your battery. If you can get to your starter, you can look it up on YouTube and you can find the solenoid. Take you a piece of wood or something long and a hammer and have somebody to crank the car, and you tap it at the same time. If it cranks up, it's your starter. If you know your battery is brand new and good and it still clicks, you need to change the starter. If you just put the starter in and all you're getting is clicking now, check your battery terminals. That's another thing. Check your battery terminals. No crank, no start. Now, if you're trying to crank the car and now it won't start, that's a whole different type of issue. If you have a modern car and you see a key or a security light just flashing, and when you're turning the key and it's still flashing and blinking, the car doesn't recognize your key whatsoever. It doesn't fix everything. This is without diagnostic machines. Everything I do, most of it I have to use a diagnostic machine or a multimeter. But this is just for everybody who doesn't have that kind of stuff, and they can get a general direction versus just throwing money at parts and hoping it just fixes it. Or telling the mechanic it's the starter when it's actually the battery. Or just a loose terminal on your battery. One of the first things I do, when somebody says that the car won't start, I grab the terminals. And if I can wiggle them around, the car ain't never going to start. It's not going to happen. Even if it starts, it's going to run like crap. Or if you put a brand new battery in the car and the car cranks right up and then it just dies on you, and you just put a brand new battery in it, have somebody to check your alternator. Your alternator charges the battery runs the car. This is just scenarios. Another thing you can do is when you turn the key, don't turn it all the way, but turn until your dash lights come on. You should hear a noise for a couple seconds. That's your fuel pump priming your car. Priming your engine. And that usually is all in all cars. You can actually hear it. If you don't hear any noise, then you need to suspect your fuel pump. Get you some starter spray, pull off the air that goes to your throttle, spray in there for 3 seconds, put it back on, crank the key, and if the car starts for a couple seconds, you have a fuel issue. It is not spark whatsoever. It's a fuel issue. A lot of people will say, well, my alternator died and I'm not going to change the battery. I never agree with that. A lot of people are going to say, oh, you can go have it charged at your house, go buy yourself a charger. A lot of people don't even know what a charger is and don't even know how to do that. Go get another battery. Just go get another battery and just move on. Because even if you do charge it and you do know what you're doing, if your battery is weak, the next cold that you get, 20, 30, 40 degrees, your car won't start. You might even get a click on it. Just do it long term. I always change the battery when the alternator is changed, because I don't want to see the customer for the same thing stuck or stranded. And then some people say, oh, you can do this, or you can do that. Make your own video. Make a video yourself. Put yourself out there. This is just information trying to help people. That's my whole entire purpose. If you know something better than I do, put it in the comments in a very polite manner. If you know how to do it better than I do, go make a video and direct people. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of YouTubers, we put ourselves out there and this people just sit there and just be nasty. How's that helping anybody? That's just a reflection on you. I'm putting myself out there. I have my 30 years of experience. I'm telling people the things that I have gone through and how to help people who don't have a bunch of money. It's hard out there right now for everyone. So I want to help you out. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I digress. Let's get back to what I was saying. If you have a battery and you're buying a battery Advanced AutoZone, there's going to be a small sticker on it, and it's going to say, I don't know, it's June 2024 right now. It might say May, April, whatever. Make sure they give you one with a sticker, with the newest sticker. You don't want a battery that's been sitting on the shelf for quite some time, because it starts to degrade on itself. And you know, sometimes they don't even want to uphold their warranty. They want to blame everything other than themselves because they're about money. No, if that happens to you, you go in there, you take it to Advanced or AutoZone, have them to test it. If they want to recharge it, that's on them. If it keeps happening to you and nothing's wrong with your car, you need to go in there and be angry and say, I want another battery. And trust me, 9 times out of 10 it works. I used to work at different ones. Let's see, if you are driving and all of a sudden everything goes dim in your car and then the car shuts off, that will be your alternator. Hands down, you got to get an alternator. If you are driving and all of a sudden your car just cuts off and all your lights on your dash cut off, that means your car just cut off. All your dash lights come on, your car just cut off. Get yourself a diagnostic. These are just some basic diagnostic mechanic tips. They don't fix everything, but you might not have a diagnostic machine on you. You might be somewhere stranded and you're going to have to do what you need to do, or somebody's fixing your car. You'll have some kind of knowledge to know if they're ripping you off or not. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.